Are you an apple shape who struggle with how to style and dress our body shape? Then you have come to the right place. My name is Marleen. I'm a personal stylist, but more importantly, I'm a fellow apple shape. I am here teaching fellow apple shapes how to dress our body, how to look put together, feeling stylish, feeling confident in what we're wearing, and in my case, like most other apple shape, how to hide that tummy. In today's video, it's going to be a slow and steady video. It's not very long. We are simply just going to build an outfit. I've done this several times where I just take you through the process. The formula pretty much is the same every single time. You can adapt this formula to fit with your lifestyle, with whatever style that you have in your wardrobe, but also the weather. If you live in a warmer climate, you can still use the formula. You just have to adapt it to pieces that work for your climate, all right? But as I said, slow and steady, we're going to build an outfit. I'm going to show you basically how I get dressed every single day. So stick around for some outfit inspiration, how to dress that apple-shaped body. Let's get stuck into it. When I start building an outfit, I tend to always start with the bottom half of my outfit. And I think I do this because my biggest insecurity is my tummy, and I always work to hide my tummy. When we start building an outfit, we got to build it from the base upwards. So that means we got to start with underwear. I wear shapewear every single day. My favorite shapewear is always linked in the description box. These ones goes all the way under my bust, and they just sit snug to the body. They are so stretchy. Look at this here. This is a size 18-20 and I'm a size 20-22. You could simply just get a size down and they will really snatch you in, but I don't wear them to be snatched. I wear shapewear to just keep everything in place. Starting with having the base in order, and then we're moving in to the first piece. And when I get dressed, I always start with my bottom halves, meaning I start with my trousers, my skirt, whatever I'm wearing. And for an apple shape, the key point to any outfit is to have the proper fitting bottom halves. I'm sorry, I didn't iron my trousers. I've only just bought these, but I really want to show them off. They're so class and I want to build the outfit around them. But the wide leg trousers, wide leg shorts, wide leg jeans, or an A-line skirt, they are the key pieces for an apple shape. If you wear one of those four things, the rest of the outfit will just come together. And let me just pop these ones on because I have a bit to say about wide leg trousers. The wide leg trousers, it's key. It is key. You saw my tummy before. I am all tummy. I have all tummy. Boobs and tummy, that's what I've got. But when I put wide leg trousers on, excuse me, what tummy? I am just smooth. It's straight, it skims, and there is no tummy inside. And that's the beauty of wide leg trousers. That is why I rant and rave so much about them, because when I wear the wide leg trousers, there is no tummy inside. And you're going to hear me say this a gazillion times through this video because it is the alpha and omega in my outfit. It is the fact that my tummy is hidden. The wide leg trousers, make sure they have the proper length for you so they elongate your length. Make sure that if they have pleats, that the pleats do not add extra bulge here. If the pleats are not sitting right, it will kind of sit and bulge up here. You'll have too much fabric and they'll just make you look bigger and rounder, and we don't want that. By making sure that the pleats on the trousers just are streamlined, you have the perfect fit. When it comes to pleats, I'm sorry to tell you, it is trial and error. There is no right or reason. What sits perfect on me may not sit perfect on you. It's simply just how our body is built and how that specific pleats sit on our body. But aren't they just fab? Now, as I said, I got this as a three-piece suit. So I actually have the waistcoat to go with it and I have a blazer with it. But next up in my formula is my top half. So I'm going to change the jumper and I'm going to put on a basic t-shirt instead, just to keep it as simple as possible. I am simply adding a basic white t-shirt because most of us have that in our wardrobe. And you can never go wrong with having basics in your wardrobe because they're just a foundation pieces, just like your underwear. And then is the scary part is, yes, I know, I've tucked in my t-shirt. Why have I tucked in my t-shirt? For a couple of reasons. First of all, it putting me in to balance and proportion with the rule of third. The rule of third, in short, is that you visually chop your body into two halves. One half of the body needs to be the third length of your body, and the other half needs to be 2/3 long of the body. That is just a golden rule. It's symmetry, all that kind of stuff. I don't know all the science behind it, but give it a try, please. The second reason for why I tuck my top is because us apple shapes. Many of us don't have much of a waist. By tucking in our top to the proper fitting bottom halves, it allows us to show off our waist. I am very rectangular, but when I have pieces on that fits as well as these does, it actually looks like I have a waist. This is because the trousers fit to my body. The pleats then give that extra fabric around my hip, and it looks like they skim over. And then because the top is tucked in, all of a sudden I have a waist and still no tummy. Now I know this is scary, and I know many of us are going to be like, Marleen, there's not a hope in hell. I'm not doing it. And if I can't persuade you, I can't persuade you, and that's okay. But I promise you, with the proper fitting bottom halves, there is not going to be any tummy in sight. All right, this is one of those things where we either jump into it and give it a try, or we decide that we don't want to. And I'm not going to force you. You wear what you love, okay? So, but I promise you, tucking in that top is only going to make your outfits even better. And I know it took me, 4 or 5 years from I started till I finally felt confident enough to leave the house with the t-shirt tucked. I know it's scary, and I'm with you all the way. Now I've added a belt, and the reason I've added a belt is not because my trousers are falling down. I wear the belt because I want the attention away from my tummy. What better way is there to disguise something than to hide it in plain sight, basically? I am distracting the eye, and I'm repositioning your eye upwards. Your eye, when you look at me, even if I go back here a little bit and I move, where is your eye getting caught? I guarantee your eye is landing right here on my belt buckle, because the bling is what attracts the eye. Then your eye was then drawn up to where it's light and bright, meaning the white t-shirt, and no one is noticing my tummy. That's the key. That's the key. Now, if you live somewhere where it's warm, maybe 2 pieces is enough for you. Just remember to keep the rule of third in place and define your waist. If you refuse to define your waist by tucking in your top, there are other ways you can do it. You can get a t-shirt that is just, well, I can't really do it with this one, but get one that's just long enough just to hit you on the waist, right? So it still shows off the waist. Or get pieces that is sewn in at the waist. You can have something with a drawstring. You can have something with a belt around your waist as well, around the top. That can do it too. But anything that can draw attention to your waist and cinch you in a little bit is key. It is part of the formula to show off our waist. Now, if like me, you live somewhere where it's a little bit colder, you might want to wear a layering piece. Let's go burgundy. Now, I normally tend to stick to 2 colors, or at least 2 colors that marries very well together, like the burgundy and the brown. They're both dark. My white t-shirt is then standing out. Your eye is getting caught on my belt buckle. The basic t-shirt, it's just plain simple pieces, but the cardigan then helps disguise the tummy even more. When people look at me, even from the side, they just see the cardigan and the trousers. And key, I think I've said this already, is to wear proper fitted pieces. Now, this is a great basic outfit. I could make a gazillion outfits in my wardrobe with the wide leg trousers and skirts and shorts that I have, with a fitted top and a layer on top. Now, the fun part is to start blinging it all up. Now, this cardigan already have bling on it, so that adds a little bit more interest. But you could have a cardigan, for instance, that's all plain in the front, that there is no gold buttons on it. It's just plain and simple. You could also, if you want to, you could wear a blazer. This blazer, see, brand new. I just picked it up. The blazer, the same color as the trousers. Let me just try and show you that, because that is my preferred formula. That is when I have a full suit on. I love nothing more than a blazer. And again, it's a basic t-shirt from Primark I'm wearing underneath. Look at that. This jacket, it is quite straight, but we could actually, I won't take that off, but I'll just show you the other belt. You could take a belt and wear on top of your jacket as well. This could be on top of a shirt or a top or anything like that. But I'm still defining my waist with the rule of third, because now the chop is here in my 2 halves, but it's still defining my waist. And because the jacket is over my trousers, the wide leg trousers. It flows perfect together and there is no tummy inside. So can you see how I'm still looking in proportion? I still look in balance, even though I'm swapping and changing the pieces. This is the fantastic thing about this formula, and it's literally just 3 pieces. It's so easy to do, and you can keep playing. Instead of the white basic t-shirt, I have a gold sparkly one you can add. It's the same, it sits snug to the body, so it's just under perfect layering piece. I have the cardigan, the same one as in Bordeaux. I've just picked it up in brown, chocolate brown. So I could wear this again with the gold buttons. Shall we try that one? Unfortunately, this brown cardigan is already sold out, and I'm so bummed because I really love it. And I was actually thinking of getting myself a second one because my dog tends to they ruin my clothes really fast, and I really wanted to pick up a second one before this one got ruined. But look at that, isn't that fab? Just a little bit of bling to this outfit and it's perfect, and the formula is the exact same. So what bling am I going to do? I am going to start with a pair of shoulder pads, and you've seen these a million times here before as well. I get a packet of 10 of them on Amazon. I need to just get some nude ones, and I simply just pin them in to whatever piece I want to wear them with a safety pin. It's as simple as that. And you just literally pop them in, obviously, and then the safety pin, right? Don't forget the safety pin because they will move. But they just give my shoulder, can you see the difference? They give my shoulder a little bit more definition, and because I have kind of droopy shoulders, it puts me into even more balance and better proportion. Very simple, I love that. Then I'm gonna add some accessories, and I already have them lying here. I'm going to add some earrings. I'm an earring person over necklace person. I prefer just having a statement earring, and I love these gold teardrop ones. I know every Tom, Dick and Harry wears them, but I love them. They fit my face perfect. And I'm going to wear some rings I took in as well. I always wear my wedding ring, and then I play around with just kind of costume rings. And this one is one, I've had it forever, but it's just like 3 little balls on top of the wire, and I just think it's great. Now, because there's already buttons on the cardigan, I won't wear a necklace because I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to look like a Christmas tree. I already have the belt buckle, and now I just need some shoes. She doesn't want to look like a Christmas tree, she says, and what does she go and get? Sparkly gold shoes. Yep, little pointy, a tiny little heel on it, on one foot, and then obviously not wear it like this, okay? I will wear the same shoe in both, but I want to give you both options. A little loafer in a brown on the other side, just for practicalities to show you that. So the loafer on one side, and then we'll go the gold slingback on the other side. And this is just so you can see the difference. I love myself a pointy shoe. I tend to wear pointy shoe most of the time. I don't wear heels too much. I do have gold flat pointy shoes as well that I could wear just for practicalities, but I do love the pointy toe. I think it's so class. But for a more dressed down look, the little loafer is fab as well. And you can of course wear socks if you prefer. That is up to you. I just don't wear socks until I absolutely have to. So that is the outfit in a nutshell. I think I'm going to put 2 shoes the same on, but that's the finished outfit. The formula stays the same no matter what pieces in your wardrobe you want to wear. As I said, the key piece is the bottom half, because that is what hides the tummy. There is no tummy inside when we wear the wide leg trousers or the A-line skirt. And remember, as I say, it could be wide leg jeans, trousers, palazzo trousers, it could be shorts, Bermuda short, you name it. Give it a go. Just find something that skims over the tummy, and you can wear whatever you want in the rest of your outfit because the proportions and the balance is there. I hope this video has been helpful for you. I hope that you understand the concept of starting with the bottom half and disguising the tummy before we even start building the rest of the outfit, and how you can simply just mix and match, play around with the pieces that you have. One thing more I should mention as well, don't forget to play around with your hair and your makeup. My makeup for filming is very basic because I needed not to like overpower on screen, and also my hair is extremely damaged at the moment, so I don't do anything with it except to put it in the back when I'm filming. Other than that, it's just loose and doing its own thing until it's recovered. That's just the way it has to be. But don't forget that this is aspect of it as well, and maybe a bright red lip or something like that could be what carries your outfit. Just keep it in mind, play around with it. But that is everything for today. I hope this video has been helpful. Don't forget, if you want to work with me one-on-one, the details on how to do that. I do personal styling online, one-to-one session, and the link for it is in the description box. But do hurry up, I don't have a lot of slots left for the rest of the year, so you got to be quick if you want to work with me. All right, if you made it this far and sat through the ads for me, thank you so much, because that's how you're helping my channel. Can I ask you for one last favor for today, and to leave me a yellow heart in the comment? It's just to let the algorithm know that you have made it to the end. And if you want to see more outfit inspiration, I have left another video for you here somewhere on the screen.